The night was cold, the streets were empty, and a soft rain covered the small town. Adam, a single father, was driving home after a long day at work. He was tired, but something strange on the side of the road made him slow his car. Under a broken streetlight stood a young girl, completely alone. Her clothes were wet, her hair was messy, and her eyes looked lost. Adam stopped his car. He felt something in his heart, something like worry, something like fear for her. The girl didn't move. She didn't even look at him at first. He stepped out slowly. "Are you okay?" he asked. The girl raised her head. Her face was pale, and her lips were shaking from the cold. She whispered so quietly that Adam almost didn't hear her. I have no family." Those 4 words hit him hard. Adam was a simple man, raising his own son alone, so he knew what loneliness looked like. But this girl, she looked like she had lost everything. He gently asked her name. "My name is Mia," she said, still shaking. Adam didn't want to force her to talk. He could see fear in her eyes, like she had been running from something or someone. After a moment, he opened his car door and said, "You can sit inside. It's warm. I won't hurt you." Mia looked unsure, but she finally stepped into the car. She sat very still, like she was afraid to take up space. Adam noticed the way she held her hands tightly, as if she was trying to stop herself from crying. The drive home was quiet. Mia looked out the window the whole time, watching the dark world outside. Adam didn't ask questions. He just wanted her to feel safe. When they arrived at his small house, Adam's son Noah opened the door. He was surprised to see a girl with his father. "Dad, who is she?" Adam gave a small smile. "Her name is Mia. She needs a safe place tonight." Noah nodded politely. Even though he was young, he understood kindness. He showed Mia where she could sit, but she kept standing, like she wasn't sure she was allowed to be there. Adam brought her a blanket and some warm soup. Mia held the bowl with both hands. The warmth made her relax a little. After eating slowly, she whispered, "Thank you." But something about her voice made Adam notice. Something deeper. She sounded like someone who wasn't used to kindness. After dinner, Adam showed her the guest room. It was simple: a small bed, a lamp, a window. Mia looked at it like she had never seen a peaceful place before. She walked inside carefully, almost scared to touch anything. "Is this for me?" she asked softly. "Yes," Adam replied. "You can sleep here tonight." Mia nodded, but her eyes filled with tears. She turned away quickly, trying to hide them. Adam didn't push her. He simply said, "If you need anything, I'm right outside." Later in the night, Adam heard a sound. It was quiet but sharp, like someone crying. He stood outside Mia's door for a moment. He didn't open it. He didn't want to scare her, but he heard her whispering, "Please, don't take me back, please." Those words made Adam freeze. Who wanted to take her? Why was she so afraid? What had she gone through? He realized this girl wasn't just lost. She was running from something dangerous, something painful. When morning came, Mia woke up early. She sat at the kitchen table, quietly holding a cup of tea Noah gave her. She looked better, but still fragile, like a small bird that had been hurt. Adam sat down across from her. "You don't have to tell me anything," he said softly. "Not until you're ready." Mia looked at him. For the first time, he saw a little trust in her eyes. I really have no family," she said. "Not anymore." Adam felt his heart tighten. He didn't know her past. He didn't know her pain. But he knew one thing: this girl needed help. And maybe she had found the right place. The next morning, the sun rose gently over Adam's small house. Light entered the kitchen, where Mia sat quietly, her hands wrapped around a warm cup of tea. She still wore the same clothes as last night. Her eyes were tired, as if she hadn't slept well. Adam watched her from across the table. He didn't want to pressure her, but he knew something heavy was sitting on her shoulders. Noah tried to make her smile. He showed her a silly drawing he made for school. It was a cartoon dog with big ears. Mia looked at it and gave a very small smile. Just a little one, but enough for Adam to notice. For the first time, he saw a bit of life in her. After breakfast, Adam had to go outside to fix a loose fence in the yard. Mia followed him but stayed a few steps behind, not too close. She watched him quietly, her fingers twisting the blanket she still carried around her shoulders. She looked like someone who needed to hold something soft just to feel safe. Adam finally spoke gently. "You can stay here as long as you need. Nobody will hurt you here." Mia looked down. Her voice was almost a whisper. "You don't know what they did?" Those words caught Adam's attention. He turned toward her, but before he could ask anything, she walked away, hiding her face. Later that day, Noah invited her to play a small board game. At first, she refused. She sat on the edge of the sofa, with her legs pulled close to her chest. But Noah kept insisting kindly, telling her she could choose the color pieces. Slowly, carefully, she agreed. She didn't laugh, but she did speak a little more. Her voice was soft, but it carried a kind of fear underneath every word. When Adam returned inside, he noticed something. Mia would flinch whenever someone moved too quickly. Even if Noah simply reached for a game card, Mia's shoulders tensed. She was always waiting for something bad to happen, like she expected someone to shout at her or grab her. Adam could see that she wasn't just lost, she had been hurt before. In the afternoon, rain started falling again. Mia sat by the window, watching the drops slide down the glass. Adam sat across the room, pretending to read but silently observing her. She seemed far away, like her thoughts were trapped in memories she didn't want to revisit. Then she spoke softly, without turning around. "I used to watch the rain from my old home. Before everything changed," Adam didn't interrupt. He knew she needed silence, not questions. Mia took a deep breath and continued, "My parents. They tried to protect me, but then they were gone." Her voice cracked. Adam could see her hands shaking. She slowly explained in broken sentences. Her family had been in trouble. Someone wanted money. Someone they trusted betrayed them. The details were confusing, but one thing was clear. Mia lost her parents because of a cruel act, something dark that she didn't want to describe fully. After that, she had been sent to stay with a relative who treated her badly. Someone who saw her as a burden. Or worse, a tool. "I escaped," she whispered. "I ran away. I didn't know where to go. I just kept walking until the road ended." Adam felt a heavy sadness in his chest. This girl had been through more than most adults. She was carrying scars inside her, scars nobody could see. "You're safe now," Adam said softly. "I promise." Mia looked at him with eyes filled with doubt and hope at the same time. She wanted to believe him, but trust didn't come easily to someone who had been broken. That night, after dinner, Mia helped set the table. She worked quietly but carefully, like she was trying her best to be useful. When Noah accidentally dropped a spoon, the loud sound made Mia jump back in panic. Her breathing became fast, her eyes wide with fear. Adam knelt beside her calmly. "It's okay," he whispered. "Just a spoon. Nothing more." Mia nodded, but Adam knew the truth. Her past still controlled her. She wasn't free yet. When she went to bed, Adam stood outside her door again. This time, he didn't hear crying, but he heard soft whispers, as if she was repeating something to herself. "You're safe. You're safe. Don't be afraid." Mia was trying to heal herself, and Adam promised in his heart he would help her heal, no matter how long it took. Days passed quietly in Adam's house, but nothing felt truly normal. Mia moved through the rooms like a shadow, soft, careful, invisible. She never raised her voice, never asked for anything, and never complained. It was as if she was afraid her presence alone would cause trouble. Adam watched her closely. He saw the small things others might miss, the way she always checked the door twice, the way she slept with the blanket pulled tightly around her, and the way she always looked behind her when she walked outside. Mia didn't trust the world yet. She didn't trust herself either, but something slowly began to change. One morning, Adam was cooking breakfast. He turned around and found Mia standing quietly behind him, holding a small plate of cut fruit. "I want to help," she whispered. Her voice was unsure, like she expected him to say no. But Adam smiled and took the plate from her gently. "Thank you. That means a lot." Her eyes softened. For the first time, she looked like a child who wanted to belong somewhere later that day. Noah and Mia sat in the living room drawing pictures. Noah made a simple stick figure of their family, him Adam, and a small figure with long hair. "This is you," he told Mia. She stared at the picture, surprised. It was like nobody had included her in anything for a long time. She touched the paper carefully, as if it might break. Adam watched from the doorway. Something warm spread in his chest. That night, while Noah slept, Adam sat beside Mia in the living room. She was folding paper cranes. Something she said her mother taught her long ago. "You're good at that," Adam said gently. Mia nodded. "It makes me feel calm." They sat quietly for a while. The silence wasn't heavy like before. It felt peaceful. Then Adam spoke softly. "Mia, I know you're scared, but you're not alone anymore. I'm here. Noah is here. We won't let anyone hurt you." Mia froze. She lowered her head, letting her dark hair cover her face. Her voice trembled. "People make promises, and then they leave. Or they change. Or they become someone different." Adam's heart ached. He wished he could erase every painful memory she carried. He leaned forward and said, "I promise you something different. I won't leave. I won't change. You're safe here. That's a promise I will keep." Mia didn't say anything, but her shoulders relaxed. She took a deep breath, the first calm breath in a long time. The next few days became brighter. Mia started waking up earlier. She began helping Noah with chores. She even cooked simple meals with Adam's guidance. When she burned a piece of toast, she apologized a dozen times, panic rising in her eyes. Adam gently told her, "Mia, mistakes are okay. They're normal." She stared at him like she didn't believe it at first, but slowly she allowed herself to accept it. One evening, Adam took Mia and Noah to the small park near their home. It was a quiet place with flowers, old benches, and a small pond. Mia walked slowly, looking around as if she had forgotten what peace felt like. Noah ran ahead, laughing. He called out, "Mia, come here." She hesitated, then walked toward him. They stood by the pond, watching ducks glide across the water. Mia's eyes sparkled softly in the sunlight. Adam watched her and felt something shift inside him. This girl wasn't just a guest anymore. She was becoming a part of them, part of his daily worry, part of his routine, part of his heart. That night, as Adam tucked Noah into bed, the boy whispered, "Dad, can Mia stay forever?" Adam didn't answer right away. The thought had crossed his mind too. But Mia was still fragile, still scared. She needed time. Later, Adam found Mia sitting on the living room sofa, hugging her knees. She looked up when he approached. "Did you have a good day?" he asked. She nodded slowly. It felt safe. Adam sat beside her and placed a gentle hand over hers. "I meant what I said earlier. You're safe with us. I will protect you. Always." Mia looked at him with wide, tear-filled eyes. Not tears of fear, tears of hope. Tears of someone who wanted to believe she finally belonged somewhere. For the first time, she whispered, "Thank you, Dad." Adam's breath caught. It wasn't planned. It wasn't expected, but it was a moment he would never forget. The peaceful days in Adam's house did not last long. Even though Mia started smiling more and speaking a little louder, there was still a shadow in her eyes, a fear that refused to leave. Some nights, she woke up shaking. Other nights, she whispered names in her sleep, names Adam didn't recognize. But he never asked her to explain. He knew the truth would come when she was ready. One morning, as Adam prepared breakfast, he noticed Mia standing by the window with a tense expression. Her eyes were fixed on something outside. Her small hands were shaking. "What's wrong?" Adam asked gently. Mia didn't answer at first. She took a step back and whispered, "Someone is there." Outside, Adam moved quickly to the window. Across the street, a tall man stood near a parked car. He wore dark clothes and held a phone in his hand. He wasn't looking at the house directly, but something about him felt wrong too, still too focused. "Do you know him?" Adam asked. Mia didn't speak. She simply nodded, slowly, fear filling her eyes. Adam closed the curtains immediately. He didn't want Mia to panic, but he couldn't ignore the danger. He sat beside her and said, "You're safe inside. I'm here." But Mia kept shaking. "He came before. At my old place. He looked for me. He said I belong to him now." Her words hit Adam like a punch. She wasn't imagining things. Someone truly was searching for her. Later that day, Adam informed the local police. They listened, but without proof, all they could do was keep an eye on the area. Adam didn't feel reassured. He knew Mia needed more than simple promises. When Noah came home from school, he sensed something was wrong. He hugged Mia tightly. She didn't say anything, but she held him like she was afraid she might lose him too. That evening, while Mia helped arrange the dinner table, Adam sat beside her. "Who is that man?" he asked softly. Mia looked down at her hands. "He is the one who took everything from me," she explained slowly, her voice trembling. After her parents died, she was taken in by a relative. But the man her relative's business partner had discovered something. Mia's parents had left her a small inheritance. Not much, but enough to attract greedy eyes. The man wanted control. He wanted Mia under his authority so he could take what belonged to her. When her parents' death happened, Mia was still young, but old enough to understand something was wrong. The man had tried to make her sign papers. He threatened her. He scared her. She escaped one night, running far away until she reached the dark road where Adam found her. He said I was his responsibility. Mia whispered, tears forming. But he didn't want to care for me. He wanted to own me. Adam felt anger rise inside him, a strong, protective anger. No child should feel this fear. No one should be hunted like this. The next day, the same man appeared again, this time closer to the house. Adam stepped outside to confront him. "Can I help you?" Adam asked firmly. The man gave a fake smile. "I'm looking for a girl. She lost her way. I'm responsible for her. I just want to bring her back." Adam's jaw tightened. "There's no girl here who belongs to you." The man's eyes narrowed. "Be careful who you trust, sir." "She is not what she seems," Adam replied. "I know exactly what she is, a child who needs safety." The man stepped closer. "She is mine, and I will take her." Adam stood tall. "Not while I am alive." The man walked away, but his smile revealed something dark he would return. Inside the house, Mia sat on the sofa, hugging her knees. When Adam entered, she looked up with scared eyes. "Is he gone?" she whispered. "For now," Adam said. Mia felt her heart sink. "He won't stop." Adam knelt in front of her. "Then we won't stop protecting you." Mia's eyes filled with tears, not of fear this time, but of hope. She wasn't fighting alone anymore, but deep inside, all three of them knew the truth. The danger was only beginning. The next days were filled with fear and quiet tension. Adam tried to keep the house peaceful for Mia and Noah, but the air felt heavy. Even when the sun shone outside, the house felt as if a storm was waiting at the door. Mia no longer slept well. She checked the windows again and again, even when they were already locked. She looked over her shoulder whenever she walked from one room to another. Adam felt helpless watching her live in constant fear. He wished he could take her pain and carry it himself. Every time he saw her flinch at small sounds, his anger toward the man grew stronger. One afternoon, Adam went to town to speak with a lawyer. He returned home with more worry than hope. "The law needs proof," the lawyer had said. "You need evidence of threat or harm. Without it, we cannot act." Adam wanted to scream. Proof. What more proof did anyone need than Mia's shaking hands and sleepless nights? But the world worked on paper and signatures, not on fear. That evening, while Adam cooked dinner, Mia stood near the doorway. She looked pale. "He was here again," she whispered. Adam froze. "When 15 minutes ago? I saw him from the window. He was across the street. He was watching the house." Adam walked outside immediately. The street was empty, but he could still feel the man's presence in the cold air. He clenched his fists. He had to do something before things grew worse. When night came, Adam sat with Mia on the sofa. Noah was already asleep. "The house was quiet, Mia," he said softly. "I need you to trust me. We will keep you safe. But you must tell me everything. No more hiding. No more silence." Mia looked scared, but she nodded. She explained in more detail how the man had tried to control her life after her parents died. He had lied about taking care of her. He had taken important papers. He had threatened her when she asked questions. She had overheard him talking about taking money that belonged to her, and when she refused to sign a document, he had grabbed her wrist so tightly the marks stayed for days. "I ran away because I knew he would do worse," she said. "He doesn't care about me. He cares about what I have." Adam's jaw tightened. "He will never hurt you again." The next morning, Adam drove to the police station with Mia. Officer Daniels, the kindest officer in town, listened carefully. Mia, holding Adam's hand, told everything again. Her voice shook, but she didn't stop. She was done hiding. The officer wrote down every detail. Then he said, "We'll send a team to patrol around your home, and we will investigate the man. If he has done anything illegal, we will find it." Mia breathed out slowly. It was the first breath of relief she had taken in days, but the danger was far from over. That evening, as Adam stepped outside to lock the gate, he saw something on the ground, a note. A white paper folded neatly, placed in the center of the walkway. He picked it up inside. One short sentence was written. "She belongs to me. I am coming." Adam felt ice crawl down his spine. He went inside, hiding the note from Mia. She already carried too much fear. He didn't want to add more. Later, while Mia helped Noah with homework, Adam called Officer Daniels privately and reported the note. The officer promised to increase patrols around the house, but that night, something happened that none of them expected. A loud knock hit the front door. Not a normal knock, a forceful, angry one. Mia froze instantly. Noah grabbed her hand. Adam stepped in front of them like a shield. The knock came again. Adam's heart pounded. He approached the door slowly. "Who is it?" He demanded no answer. He looked through the small peephole. A man stood outside. The man, the same dark clothes, the same cold face. Mia let out a small, broken whisper. "He found me." Adam's anger burned through his fear. He didn't open the door. "Leave now," he shouted. But the man smiled cruelly. "You can't hide her forever." Adam reached for his phone, ready to call the police. The man stepped back into the darkness, but his voice echoed, "This is not over." Inside, Mia was crying silently. Noah hugged her tightly. Adam placed a hand on her shoulder. "Listen to me, Mia. We will not let him win. You are not alone." And for the first time in her life, she believed it. The night after the man appeared at the door felt long and heavy. Mia barely slept. Every shadow looked like danger. Every sound made her heart jump. Adam stayed awake too, sitting in the living room with a bat beside him. He wasn't going to let anything happen to the children. By morning, 2 police cars were parked quietly near the house, watching every corner. Officer Daniels knocked on the door and talked to Adam privately. "We're closing in on him," he said. "But we need Mia to be strong today. We found things, documents, and some people willing to talk. It's enough to take action." Adam felt hope rise for the first time. Real hope. Not the kind that disappears with fear. When Mia came into the living room, she looked tired but determined. She sat beside Adam and asked, "Is he gone?" "Not yet," Adam answered honestly, "but he will be." Mia took a deep breath. "I want to help. I'm tired of running." Adam looked at her carefully. "Are you sure?" She nodded, small but firm. "I want this to end." That afternoon, Mia gave an official statement at the police station. She spoke slowly, carefully, but clearly. Her voice didn't shake this time. She talked about the threats, the lies, the missing papers, and the night she escaped. Every word she said painted the truth. Officer Daniels promised her, "You did the right thing, Mia. Now let us do ours." He returned home, but the tension was still there. The man was dangerous. They didn't know how he would react. and they didn't have to wait long to find out. Later that same evening, a crash echoed from the backyard. Adam rushed outside. The gate was open. The man was inside the yard. His eyes were cold, furious, desperate. "Where is she?" he hissed. Adam stood between him and the house. "This is over. Leave before you destroy your life even more." The man laughed. "She is mine. Everything she owns is mine. You think a small-town father can stop me?" Adam didn't back down. "I'm not just a father. I'm her protector, and you are done." The man pushed forward, but before he could take another step, 2 officers ran through the gate, shouting commands. The man tried to escape, but they tackled him to the ground. He fought wildly, screaming Mia's name like she was some object he had lost. Mia watched from the doorway, shaking but refusing to hide. As the officers handcuffed the man, Mia took a step outside. Her voice was quiet but steady. "You don't own me," she said. The man glared at her with hate, but it didn't matter anymore. The police dragged him out of the yard and into the car. His threats echoed through the air, but they no longer reached her heart. She was free. After the police left, Adam turned to Mia. She looked like she was in shock, but breathing for the first time since he met her. "It's over," Adam whispered. Mia felt tears in her eyes. Not tears of fear this time, tears of release. "Thank you," she whispered, "for everything." The next week was filled with meetings, paperwork, and legal steps. The court reviewed everything. Mia's story, her past, Adam's role, the man's crimes. Mia stayed close to Adam every step of the way. She no longer walked like a shadow, she walked like someone who finally had ground under her feet. One morning, Adam received a call. He smiled softly, then looked at Mia. "They want to speak with you," he said. She took the phone with nervous hands. After a few quiet moments, her eyes filled with emotion. She looked at Adam, her voice shaky. They said, "I can stay with you, legally, forever." Adam felt tears forming too. Noah ran into the room, cheering loudly. Mia covered her face with her hands, crying softly, but these were happy tears of someone who had finally found a home. Adam knelt beside her. "You're family now. You always were." Mia threw her arms around him. For the first time in her life, she allowed herself to lean on someone completely. She wasn't a burden. She wasn't alone. She wasn't anyone's property. She was part of a real family. And as she hugged Adam and Noah tightly, she whispered a single message to her old life, her pain and her fear. "I am finally home."